So you who thinks, oh, I need a lot of money to get girls. I need nice car to get girls. Come on, man, shit. What kind of girls do you want to attract? Like, they gotta like you for who you are, dude. Whether you're broke or you're rich. The best partner is the one that started from the bottom with you. It's not the one that came in and you already got the money. I'm telling you, those are the one that actually sticks around through thick and thin, through good time and bad time. If you are rich, the best thing you need to do is not to show off when you want to go meet these girls. You want to act like you're broke because you want them to like you for who you are, not for your money or your fancy.
Have you ever met someone, just wondered, why is that person single? They seem to be like a really good person. In this case, you won't have to wonder why. This channel is about me reacting to trending topics, to pop culture in general. So it's not going to be one thing, if that's what you're looking for. It's going to be a variety of things. So I see a lot of people that watch this content that don't really subscribe. So please subscribe and let's get to this video.
I normally don't post things like this that sound negative. I'm about to sound negative, just so you know. And men, I'm going to be talking about you. I normally don't do that because I'm a person who typically believes that people are inherently good. Life is just easier that way. And that, you know, I've had good experiences dating. But if I come across one more post about a man talking about he's choosing his peace, he's not dating anymore, he's just, but you know, my money's intact. Fuck off. All the way off. Because I've been out here dating for about 4 years now, okay?
What the hell? Just starting off of there. 4 years dating, right? She's probably dating multiple people. Why is it taking her that long? Why? Right? You have to look in the mirror at times. And it looks to me like she does not seem to be somebody who's meant to be in a relationship.
Y'all don't have no money. You don't have money.
That explains, okay, that just gave me the answer. She's a gold digger. She's someone who wants a guy who has money to spend on her, right? That's what it looks like. That's what it sounds like.
I have yet to date a man that actually makes more than me. I have yet to date a man that can do more for me than I can do for myself. Now, normally it's not a problem. I'm a little annoyed this morning. I don't know, maybe I need to go back into my prayer closet. But normally that's not a problem because I don't.
That is something that always matters to women, is that the dude has to make the same or more than she does. But for a guy, right, if you're a guy out there and you meet a woman, you don't give a crap what she does for work, right? She could work in a grocery store and you'll still date her and possibly marry her if she has good values, is traditional in some ways that you find or you deem to be, you know, good for you, right? She's attractive physically. These are the things that matter to most guys, but not saying that's all women think. There is a subset of women that think this way, that if you're not making a certain amount of money, right? Even if you're making like 80K, if she happens to be making 100K, you're not good enough for her, right? And that's why she's still single. She just answered our question. That is why she is still single. Looks like she's in her 50s, right? Early 50s probably, if I had to guess. She looks pretty old. And she's still out there looking to date someone for 4 years. That's crazy, man. That is shocking.
Date men for money because I'm good. I'm usually like, oh, you know, if you're stable, you can take care of yourself. I can take care of myself. Let's put something together, make it rock. Fuck that. I'm not putting anything together with anybody anymore. I'm just not. Because when I find a man who makes what I make, not more than me, but about what I make,
they don't want you.
They're so concerned with protecting it and reciprocity and, you know, I want to see a woman's gonna put in, you know what I mean? So what is
I think that's pretty normal. I feel like every dude wants a woman that's gonna show her, you know, show him that she cares, right? Because if you're just putting into her and she's just taking, then you don't get that feeling, right, that she likes you for you, right? So of course, why would someone want to be with another woman that is not showing that she cares? And you're just like giving her money. And again, that's why you're not supposed to lead with your wallet like that anyways. That's why it leads to these kind of situations, to people like this who feel like they you know, deserve someone like that.
Happened is at 43 years old, if I date 43. A man my age or older, which is the typical range that I like to date, they have already been in relationships where they've done the things, right? They've did the 2 jobs and they had the kids and they paid all the bills and they done the things that I would have loved for a man to do for me, but now they're looking for that give back. What you gonna give me? You know what I mean? That's what they're looking for. So you end up in this state of confusion, like, Am I supposed to pay? Am I supposed to pay right now? Like, to show you that I'm all in and I'm willing to build with you? I'm not looking to build anymore. I don't want to build shit. At this point, at 40 something, I'm not in my 20s. That's different. That's very different. So I'm not talking to you young girls, okay? Women, I'm in my 40s. At this point, we shouldn't have to build shit.
She's angry that she probably went out on a date with someone that was telling her that it's okay to be, 50-50, right? And in other parts of the world, like in Asia, it's very common for the guy to pay for everything. But the treatment that you get, the way they talk to you, the way they treat you is completely different. And I'm speaking in general here, right? I'm not speaking about it's just across the board like that. If she's expecting to be the one that just sits there getting princess treatment, right? He's paying for everything. She's old. She's not young anymore. So she shouldn't be expecting that anyways, right? She should be there to, find a partner, seriously find someone, not just casually date for dinner and for gifts, right? That's not what it's for at her age, right? And you know what? In some parts of the world, that's really too late for her to be in that age range and she's still playing around like that. She's talking about she's not 20 anymore, but she's acting like she's 20 years old. She's acting like she's 20 years old. If you want somebody serious, it shouldn't be about the money. It shouldn't be how much he's earning. She already started off the whole conversation in the wrong way. That's just not what it's about at the age that she's at.
Should have built something already. I have what I have built. Maybe we can come together and maybe start a little something together. But at this point, foundations should be poured, right? You should already have some structure. $150,000, man, is not a lot of money. Stop trying to protect it. You make $150 a year, so the fuck what?
She's crazy. 150K is not a lot of money. Wow. The average income in the United States, all right, for a family, 70K. Are you crazy? 150K? That's a lot of money. Especially if you're making that money and you're working abroad, like in a place like Asia. You are like a millionaire, basically. She's ridiculous.
Not a lot of money. It's a stable income. It's a livable wage. But you don't have money. Please stop being confused because you drive a nice car that you definitely have a payment on. And maybe, you got some you got some stuff, right? Maybe you have a home, right? You got furniture and stuff in it. It's not a lot of money. Like, wow. I'm so sick of men who are suffering in silence, but y'all loud as fuck. You really are. Because I've yet to meet a man that can make my life better than what it is.
Whoa, so it's a one-sided game here, eh? So she doesn't want to be the one to also make his life better, right? So this is a one-sided relationship here. That dynamic is totally off. And she's talking about guys who are more mature in age, right? She said her age or older, so mid-40s up to, 50 plus. Those guys have already been through the ring, right? Like they've been through all the experience of like dating someone, spending money, being used and abused by someone else. So why would they want to repeat that with you, right? Why would they want that for themselves? All right. And she's talking about herself in a way that she's super young and attractive still. She's not anymore. So on one side, you're saying, I'm a grown woman. Then yeah, if you are a grown woman, then you should be willing to compromise. Okay? Compromise on his salary. Compromise if he's a good person, you find him attractive, then that should be enough. Obviously, he can't be a completely broke dude. Of course not. But if he's able to sustain himself, okay, living a good life, then you should be okay with that. That's what I think here. She has crazy standards. The people out there, man or woman, if you have crazy standards like that, they have to make this amount of money. They have to be like this. You're always going to be single. You're not going to find that person. You have to compromise a bit. All right? You have to compromise, especially with salary. Like 150K is not enough? Are you crazy? Oh my gosh, she's delusional.
And that's just the truth. Now, that doesn't mean this is not to bash men. I just want you guys to put it in. I just need you to have it in some perspective on what you actually bring. Because when I get off at night, I don't want to have to worry about what I'm going to eat.
That explains it. She's probably a nurse, right? From what she just kind of described her job being like, getting off at night, I'm assuming she's talking big, like she's making good money, she gets off at night. I'm assuming she's a nurse, right? And if that's the case, then stay away. I'm just kidding, but obviously the previous videos I've made have been about nurses being some of the biggest cheaters, right? And she's being in her mid-40s, she's still single. I mean, there's got to be a reason why she's still single, right?
And who's preparing it? Or feeding you. I don't want to have to worry about those things. I don't want to have to worry about if I'm going on vacation, who's paying? No, I have a group of girlfriends. You know who paid for my last trip for my birthday to St. Lucia? My best fucking friend paid for the whole goddamn thing.
Look at all that attitude, right? First of all, the entitlement, the attitude. Why wouldn't you pay for your ticket if you really like the guy? All right? If he's making $150,000, right? She said it, not me. And she likes the guy. She finds him attractive. Why not pay for your own ticket? Why does he have to pay for everything? Why? Now I get it. In other parts of the world, it's common because it's more affordable. Someone making $70K going to live in Thailand, it's easy to pay for everything because it's very cheap. It's very affordable. But in the States, it's not the case. It's not the case at all. And she's saying she's talking big, you know, she's making good money. She's making more than what the guys are making. Then why can't you pay for your own ticket? That's ridiculous.
Never looked at me twice to figure out if I was giving her anything back. We ain't sleeping together, so she wasn't looking at me for that. All she wanted to do was make me happy. Okay? So I've yet to have a man come in my life and do that. Are they out there? Sure. I know women who have found some wonderful men that are willing to do that. I actually dated him. My last boyfriend had made a decent living, had a pension and a...
She sounds like she's like 20 or 30 years old, like in her 30s or 20s. She does not talk like somebody who's in her mid-40s.
And a whole ass job together. Like, you know what I'm saying? He made a decent living. The last couple of trips that he was paying for, we canceled. I don't.
Could have been for your attitude. You could have been acting like an asshole. Why would you want to pursue that? If she's saying he's making, right, what he's making, then why would he cancel multiple trips? It's probably because he wasn't feeling you, right? He wasn't feeling your attitude. The way that you were coming off. The entitlement is disgusting.
Grow the fuck up, man. Just grow up. Date in your range. If you date a beautiful woman,
she's projecting, okay? And again, I think being attractive is very relative. I don't find her attractive, but again, some other guys might. She's okay, but she's really gassing herself up here like she's some supermodel when she's really not. Because if she was, somebody would have, put a ring on that already.
Who says outright, you've got to pay for these things, then maybe you can't afford her. Go somewhere else and find somebody like my dumb ass who's saying, oh, if you got, we can put it together and make it pop. I'm so fucking stupid.
This is someone who has too much time on their hands watching a lot of social media, and they're looking for Prince Charming who just hits every single metric. He makes over 200K. He's like 6-something feet tall, right? Right? And someone who pays for every single thing. She's just a vampire just sucking you dry while you have to give everything. And then at some point she'll leave your ass. And that's why she's in her mid-40s, about to be 50 at some point, right? She's not that far away. And she's still single, dating for 4 years. It's sad, man. Sad. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. If you guys like the content, subscribe to the channel, all right? I see a lot of people out there watching the content and not subscribing. I'll make it easy for you guys, all right? So my content, again, is trending topics. It's popular culture. It's not one thing specifically. So if you guys like general topics, all right, being touched on, I will do that. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.